Oh, good morning. It is time for the CBSN Minnesota Morning Update. I'm Jason DeRusha. It's Monday. You're going to be shocked by the weather forecast. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you think, gosh, I better tune into my friend Jason and see what the forecast is. And you had no idea it was going to be hot again. Yeah, did you guys know? How about that heat? Hot enough for you?
It's the humidity that does it.
Today, right. So today you can shift your narrative. You've already used up all your, boy, it's hot, my gosh. You've used up that material. Today, you have new material. Ooh. Well, I tell you, over the weekend, at least it wasn't that humid. My gosh, is it humid or what? That's today's storyline. It is going to be scorching hot for at least the next 7 days. The weather team has put 88 in the forecast, 6 and 7 days out. I assume to make us feel like there's some sort of hope, but it's going to be 90. Yeah, it's going to be really, really hot all week. Pretty dry also as far as rain is concerned, but it will be humid today. So be careful out there if you're enjoying it. And don't forget the sunscreen. You can talk to my kid, Seth, about what happens when you don't wear sunscreen. Or you could talk to me because I am often guilty of it. This weekend, though, I was on Lake Minnetonka. No sunscreen. I meant no sunburn. No sunburn. I did wear sunscreen. But going to the lake, my first time out on the lake, sort of made it feel like summer, right? It is not summer. Meteorological summer, I know. I'm not a weatherman. I don't think you are either. Summer starts June 20th. But according to a new survey from one poll, 59% of Americans will be kind of celebrating summer well before the date. So here's our question. What marks the start of summer? More than half in this poll said summer starts when you hit 75 degrees. More than a third say when they make their first ice cream truck purchase. What's the start of summer? Is it Memorial Day? Is it the boat trip? Is it the first sunburn? Is it the first time you've got the convertible top down or the motorcycle out? What says summer to you? We want to hear your kind of sign of summer because, you know, that's the question we have today. We've got probably 5 more days of asking you about the weather in this thing. So we thought we'd start with this one, which is kind of fun. So let us know maybe it's the opening of your flowers, the irises bursting or the peonies. So let us know. Today, big protest we expect from environmental and tribal groups against Enbridge Energy's Line 3 oil pipeline project in northern Minnesota. Perhaps the biggest environmental related protest that Minnesota has seen in a decade. This will be, they say, their largest protest. Now, this project is more than halfway done. It doesn't only go through Minnesota. Opponents of the project say they're going to do whatever it takes to block completion, including risking being arrested. Jane Fonda tweeted that she'll be joining protesters in Minnesota to stop the pipeline. Lots of legal action still underway, but the pipeline under construction to replace an existing pipeline. A teenager told his family he sensed danger. But that was not enough. He was shot and killed as he left a graduation party. Damaris Ekdahl was at a Woodbury home. He was outside near Battle Creek Lake on Saturday night. R.I.P. Mayor, they say. Last night, family releasing those balloons in his honor in Oakdale. You know, you see a lot of blue as his favorite color. Some have his name on their shirts, friends and teammates embracing. Oh, so sad and so unnecessary. Damaris's grandmother and friends pleaded for the violence cycle to end.
He was only 14 years old. He does not belong where he's at. He belongs with us, and we'll never get him back.
Put the guns down. It ain't good for nobody, man. Man, y'all know we've been to too many funerals, man.
Yeah, too many funerals is right. We've seen this too often here in the Twin Cities over the last several weeks. Woodbury police say this is actually quite a large investigation. The gunfire that erupted hit several homes along Edgewood Avenue with bullets. Nobody hit. Neighbors are certainly left shaken, but there are a number of scenes and there are a number of vehicles that have been riddled with bullets in a couple of suburbs. So a lot of questions about what happened here, what was the intent, what was the target, and who did it. And so if you know something, make a call. This morning, Kamala Harris officially kicks off her first foreign trip since she became the vice president. Vice President Harris in Guatemala this morning. And you're like, hey, I'm the vice president. This is my first foreign trip. I can't wait. And her plane had to turn around and go back to Joint Base Andrews. She's like, I'm good. It's all right. You get a little nervous when you're like, hey, the vice president's plane takes off, and then 30 minutes later, whoop, turns back around and goes back. They just said it was a technical issue, so we appreciate that forthcomingness. She will travel to Mexico later today. White House says Harris can talk about COVID, corruption, immigration with leaders in both those countries. How about our own, one of us, St. Paul gymnast, Suni Lee? What a meet she had at the U.S. National Gymnastics Championships last night. Suni Lee earns a silver in the all-around. And, I mean, it's rough when you are competing in the Simone Biles era, right? Simone Biles earns her 7th national title. Suni Lee, the only gymnast who beat Biles in anything. She took home a gold in uneven bars. That's what you're seeing a picture of right now. Next up, U.S. Olympic trials for the Tokyo Games. Those are in 2 weeks. So congratulations to Suni Lee. You know that competing against the best, maybe the best U.S. Olympic athlete when it comes to gymnastics, maybe the best of all time, Simone Biles. We'll see. It's got to make Suni Lee better, right? St. Thomas baseball team is playing for the D3 National Baseball Championship today. How about that for the Tommies? They beat the top-ranked team. Wash U goes down. Sorry, Washington University. Go back to St. Louis. Is that where Wash U is? I think so. Salisbury. Salisbury is up next. Salisbury University, of course, known for their steak. It's a best-of-3 series for the title. Game 1 at 3:30 this afternoon. Let's go St. Thomas. Very nice. Congratulations to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They are now parents of 2, and they gave their baby a very sweet family name. Here it comes. Lilibet Diana Mountbatten Windsor. That's how you have to say it. Lilibet. Or they're going to call her Lily. And Lilibet is a nod to Queen Elizabeth. That was her nickname. And of course, Diana, Harry's mother, Princess Diana. She is 8th in line to the British throne, which means you get to say you're in line to be queen, but it'll never happen, so you don't have to worry about that. She's an American citizen, born here. Her brother, Archie, is 7th in line. Minnesota Construction Company, they get an order. It shows up at their company headquarters in Moorhead, and this order came from Texas. And they open up the box, and look what was inside. Blah! That's a snake. It's a rat snake. Not cool. It's fine. Rat snakes are fine. It's not venomous. SM Enterprises in Moorhead. The S doesn't stand for snake. So they called a reptile rescue to help them out. The rescue is working on getting that snake back to Texas. I don't know who named the snake, if it was SM or the reptile people or whatever news station in Moorhead covered this, but the snake is named Houston. Dumb, so dumb. It would be great if the snake was named like, I don't know, what would a better name for this snake be? Houston, so obvious. Snaky, yeah, Snaky McSnakerton would have been better. So they're sending the snake. This is the other part of the story. I have a bunch of questions about this story. They're sending the snake back down south to like set the snake free in native. Like, I don't understand. Why are they sending the snake back? Does anyone understand this? That's the part of the story that seemed the strangest to me. But they said if anyone's driving down to Texas and they're willing to take the snake, I get maybe someone owns it? I don't know. The whole thing's dumb. Here we go. Let's talk about ice cream, right? Because it's hot, and what do you do when it's hot? You go get ice cream. And what is your favorite flavor, young man?
One of my favorite flavors is Superman ice cream. It's kind of like a fruity, it's a mix of different like fruity flavors. It's really refreshing.
Probably Pirate's Bounty because it's like chocolate ice cream with a bunch of like different candies in it.
Yeah, boy. The kids like just the most colorful and ice cream with the most stuff in it, right? That's what both of those are. Ice cream, Pirate's Bounty. That is, you can get that at the Cub. That's Cedar Crest. They got Cedar Crest ice cream. This is a great, cute ice cream shop in Mound, Lost Lake Creamery. And it's right on the bike trail. It's great. Mound is just a very cute little community there. Very close to Lake Minnetonka. They have 24 different flavors. $4 for a cone? Yeah, you know, maybe like $3.50. $4 seems a little steep. But it's worth it for the ambiance, so go check it out. Let's talk about the start of summer. Maybe that first trip to the ice cream shop. That's your sign for the start of summer. Bradley says, as soon as it's hot enough to turn on the AC, sweat emoji. Yep. Boy, my friend Jeff, his air conditioning went out Saturday. Boof. I had dinner reservations Saturday night. The restaurant's AC went out. We went somewhere else. They closed, of course. Memorial Day weekend. Yep, Kimberly, as soon as you put on the white pants, then you know it's summer. Thank you. Here's Cindy stepping outside at 5:30 to walk the dog without a coat or sweater. It's summer. We just skipped right by spring. I get it, Cindy. Those early morning temperatures make a difference. Here's Simon, 4th of July. Yeah, I'm with you, Simon. 4th of July kind of is when I think of summer is starting. I mean, this year, because it's so hot, I guess when you hit 90, I think I read we haven't had a temperature as warm as we did on Saturday in 3 years. We have plenty of summers where we don't even get a 90. So this is pretty wild. Thanks, Simon. Here's Jackie. Yeah, when school lets out. We usually have an ice cream social in our neighborhood because I live in the 1950s. And on the last day of school, that's what we do when the kids are home all day. I like the emoji. It kind of tells you how Jackie feels about the kids being home all day. Very good. Thank you, Jackie. And here is Melody. Summer starts this year when I'm doing a painting in the basement because it's more comfortable. Yeah, our basement is so cool, and our bedrooms on the second story are so hot. I get it. Thanks, Melody. And finally, Linda, the beginning of summer is when you can put on shorts or sundress and sandals. Yep. For me, it's when Sean in here is wearing cargo shorts. Yeah, so today is the official. Is this your first cargo shorts? No, absolutely not. Tell you what, a good chunk of the men in this building, they're wearing cargo shorts year-round. Let's be real. Thanks for watching the Morning Update. Happy summer. I think it's summer weather, that's for sure. We'll see you back here tomorrow.